No, they're not. They're not. Today we're in Dereham. It's a market town about 40 minutes away from where we live, and we've never explored the charity shops there before, so we thought we would go and do that and see what it was like. We've been to Dereham twice before. The first time was years ago. We went family camping in Norfolk, and Ellen was a lot smaller then, and we decided Dereham was near us. We decided to have a little wander around Dereham, and we took the heritage train from Dereham to Wymondham and then had a wander around Wymondham as well. The Mid-Norfolk Railway, which is the heritage line, still runs today. So that's something that I really want to do at some point as well. At Christmas, they do like the Polar Express, and I completely missed it this year, well, last year, because yeah, I didn't learn about it in time and they'd sold out. I imagine they sell out very quickly. But we did actually drive past Dereham station and we saw it all. There was like a Polar Express cafe, it was all, oh yeah, it was amazing, absolutely amazing. The signs have been changed to say the North Pole instead of Dereham, and it just looks so beautiful. So this year I'm determined that I'm going to try and get in there early, book some tickets to do that, because that looks so much fun. But yeah, the second time we went was just after we moved here, and we actually went to go and pick up a bed that we'd bought, and it was getting on late in the day, so everything was closed, but we had a little walk around with Jeff just to have a look at the town and give Jeff a walk, and I remembered how much I loved it. So yeah, that's why we thought we'd go back today, just have a wander around, see what the charity shops were like, and we weren't disappointed. We did very well and we really enjoyed our afternoon. Our first stop was a large age concern which was just outside the town centre. We saw it as we were passing. We hadn't realised that it was there, so we decided to stop off and have a look around that first, and it turned out to be really good. There was a lot of bric-a-brac, a lot of ceramics. It was quite a feast for the eyes, so there was lots to look at, but nothing was really standing out to me at this point. This vase looked really interesting. It's the kind of thing that I usually pick up, and I really like the colour of it. But at £3 I was undecided, so I decided to leave it behind. The shop was beautifully organised and very well laid out. I was really impressed with the way that they displayed everything. It was easy to find things, it was easy to browse. I spotted this Pyrex, but again I thought it was probably a bit too much to pay, but it was very nice, I liked it. A bit further into the shop I spotted these lovely displays above clothing racks, so I went to investigate and I saw this gorgeous Deruta pot, so that was definitely coming home with me. I found Nick in his happy place, investigating the media, and I just picked up this beautiful hand-carved owl. This was definitely coming home with us as well. So we just come back to the car. We popped into that, was it Big C?
Yep.
Charity shop, and I did get a chance to film in there, but we have absolutely filled our boots with stuff and only spent £10.50. So yeah, we walked in there and it was all just a bit of a whirl. Nick said, "Oh, is this Arca-Pal or Arca-Rock?" And I was like, "Oh yes." And then we just started looking at the shelves and just started piling it all up on the counter, and we have a big box full of stuff, which is amazing. So many good things. I can't show you right now because it's all wrapped up, but I can show you what we've got in the box. Plus Nick's very pleased with the Playmobil that he bought in the other shop, so I'll show you that as well. So this is the box of stuff that we bought. We've got all kinds of yeah, I chew it. We've got all kinds of stuff in there and some really nice midwinter. Yeah,
Can't see any of it.
Thrilled with it. And that is, was it a
Playmobil?
Playmobil
Hospital.
hospital?
It might be a vet or hospital.
Animal hospital.
Oh, and Marvel Eternals with all the figures in.
So we've just come back to unload quickly, and then we're going to pop back into town and see what the other shops have to offer. The first thing I spotted was this lovely pocket vase. You hang it on the wall and you can display flowers or plants or anything like that in it. And I don't think it's vintage, but it's coming home. I absolutely love it, so I'm going to use it for myself. And then I spotted these. At first I thought they were candle holders. They're made by Honiton. I'm now beginning to think that they might be flower bowls. I have had a Honiton vase before, so I'm thinking that actually they might have been used for flower bowls. This little jug is West German, and I was very tempted to get it, but I decided against it in the end. It may have been a mistake, but sometimes you just have to make a decision on the spot. No, they're not. Hello, so we are back, and I thought that I might show you what we got in that huge box of stuff that I showed you earlier. Just can't believe how lucky we got, and the prices, it was amazing. Yeah, I can't really remember what I said earlier, but basically we went into this charity shop and Nick started to show me stuff on the shelf and said, "Are you interested in this?" And I was like, yes, yeah, oh yeah, fantastic prices. We started looking, and then we were just piling it up on the counter, and this poor guy wanted to go home. We didn't realise that he was about to close. It was only, I think it was 4:30, but yeah, they closed about that time. So he was okay actually. He was more than happy to be selling it to us, and he was fussing Jeff. He gave him a biscuit, and he was more than happy to stay open. He wasn't grumpy at all. So we bought loads of stuff, and I'm going to show you what we got. So I'll show you what's on top first, but this was actually the last thing that we found, and it's this little set. Well, I say set, but it's really odds and ends, and it's midwinter. Let's take the label off the bottom so that you can see what it is. It's midwinter, and it is the Michaelmas pattern, and we paid the grand total of £2 for the set of 5. So we got a gravy boat, and we got 3 cups like this. Unfortunately there weren't any saucers, so I'll most likely sell them as replacements. And then there's another jug here, kind of a milk jug, creamer jug, that kind of thing. So most of it's wrapped up. You'll have to bear with while I unwrap it. Here's the other 2 cups. So it was 5 pieces for £2. 3 cups, 1 gravy boat, 1 jug. And then I picked this up as well. This was £1.25 and it's a Meakin Poppies jug. Can't resist a jug, and at £1.25 wasn't going to leave that on the shelf, so I picked that up as well. Right, let's get unwrapping and see what we've got. Ah, if Carol is watching, this one's for you. Just after we moved into this house, my lovely friend Carol, who watches our videos, sent us a gift. She sent us, I think it was 4 of these lovely smoked glass dessert dishes, and unfortunately 2 of them broke. They broke in the post. Obviously the postman wasn't very careful with them. So we ended up with 2, so we had 1 each, but it was really sad. And then we saw these on the shelf and they were 3 for £1.50, which is an absolute bargain. So I said to Nick, yeah, we'll get those because then we can replace the ones that broke and we can add them to our collection as they should have been in the first place. So the universe was listening, it was in alignment, Carol, and we now have a full set, well, a set of 5 now, of the smoked glass dishes. Now I don't think there's any particular order to this, so some of it's in sets, so I'm going to unwrap it and then show you the whole set. So one of the first things that Nick showed me, we just got in, Jeff was getting his biscuit and Nick had already gone to the shelves and he passed this to me. Looks very nondescript, it's a very pretty bowl. A steal at the price of £1.50. But then if you look closely, which Nick did, you can see, I'm having to get it in the light so that I can see, it says Arc France on it. So I don't think I'm going to manage to get that in the light for you, but it is probably Arc Opal. There is Arc Rock as well, but I think it's probably Arc Opal. So big dish, trifle dish, serving dish. That was the first thing he showed me. And we said, yeah, let's grab that, that's really nice. Number 2 of these. Number 3. Then we saw on the shelf this smaller one, which is the same design. I'm wondering if it says anything other than Arc. Let's see. Oh, it's Arc Rock. You're not going to see that because it's too tiny. But yeah, he passed me this small one. It was £1. So that matches that. We've got 2 serving dishes. trifle bowls, whatever you want to call them. And then we found the matching set of 6 dessert bowls. And they were £2 for the set of 6. So we've got 2 bowls, 2 big serving bowls, 6 dessert bowls for a total of £4.50. Amazing. And I just really love the design on it. Very mid-century, very minimal, very classic. Just beautiful. I think that's going to sell really well. Okay, so the next thing that we picked up, next thing that Nick passed me, was this. Now, I know there's a name for this design. I'm going to have to look it up and pop it in as an annotation because I can't remember off the top of my head. I've never seen the whole set of these before. So we've got the big dish, the big serving dish, punch bowl, trifle bowl, whatever you want to call it. And then there was also the set of dessert bowls with it. And I've never seen the whole set before. I've only ever seen like the odds and ends of these, or just one of those bowls, and they don't sell very well individually, but as a whole set, I've seen them sell quite well when I've done my research. So the whole set of 7 pieces, the 6 dessert bowls and the serving bowl, £2.50. Wasn't going to leave it behind. £2.50 is an amazing price for that. So yeah, that's everything that was in here. I probably made it sound like there was tons and tons of stuff, so I probably oversold it, but 2 whole sets of dessert bowls, dessert dishes, and the midwinter, the 3 smoked glass bowls which are going to be ours, we're going to keep those, and the meekin. Absolute snip. Yeah, very, very pleased with that. But we did go to another couple of charity shops as well, so I'll show you what we got from there. So the first one we discovered as we were driving into Dereham was a big age concern, and it was outside of the main town centre, so we stopped off there first. Nick bought like a ton of media. It was a really, really good shop. It's quite a way to go. It's about 40 minutes away from us, but I think that we'll head there every so often because it was a really good shop and very reasonably priced. So I saw this on the shelf. It was £2.50 and it caught my eye. I was, looking through most of the ceramics. This one caught my eye and I thought that's really pretty. I turned it over, Deruta, and I thought, that rings a bell to me, Deruta. I've seen that before. I think I might have had something Deruta before. And then I did a quick search on my phone and remembered, and I don't know if you remember, but I had a chicken jug. So ceramic chicken jug where the spout is chicken's mouth basically. And they're often given as gifts or housewarming gifts to ward off evil spirits, that kind of thing. Deruta ceramics seem to do very well because they are collectible and there are some really lovely designs. So I grabbed that for £2.50, and I think from just doing that quick search on my phone, that's worth at least 20. So very happy with that. And then in the same charity shop, I was wandering around waiting for Nick, who was looking through all of the media. I didn't think I wanted anything else apart from the bowl. So I was just looking, you know, doing a second sweep around, seeing if there was anything else that caught my eye, anything that I'd missed. And I spotted this handsome chap. And I picked him up, thought, wow, beautifully hand carved. Absolutely gorgeous. But he didn't have a price on him anywhere. So I took him up to the counter and she said, oh, yeah, he used to have a price on him. I think he was about £8. Now, I'd already thought to myself, what's the maximum I'd probably want to pay on him? And I'd come up with £5. It's really difficult to quantify something that is so beautifully unique and hand carved like this, but to take a chance on it, I was thinking I'd pay up to about £5. So when she said £8, I was thinking, I think I'm going to leave him behind. That's a bit more than I was thinking, and it's a bit more than I want to take a chance on. And then she said, but he's been sat around for ages. Tell you what, you can have him for £6. Now, I absolutely never barter in a charity shop. I don't agree with bartering in a charity shop. But I did say, oh, I had £5 in my head, so I'll leave it. And she said, oh, have it for £5. So, you know, I didn't expect her to say, yes, have it. I just thought, I'll be honest. I mean, I might have gone for the £6 if I'd have given it a second thought or had time to think about it, but that just kind of came out. I just said, oh, I had £5 in my head, so and she said, yeah, have it for £5. So, happy days. I got this for £5 and I've no idea what he'll be worth. He is quite split, but I think that adds to the charm of it, to be honest with you. You know, he's obviously fairly old. I don't think it takes anything away from him. I think he's still lovely. I'd be happy to have him in our house if he doesn't sell, to be honest. But yeah, I think he's going to find a nice home somewhere because he's just adorable. So I found 2 more things in the last charity shop that we went to. I'm going to insert a little bit of footage of the first thing that I found, which was for me. I wanted to keep it. I absolutely love it. I think it's beautiful. And it is a wall pocket vase. It's got no markings on it, no signature, no maker's mark or anything. So it's, you know, it's fairly generic. It might be quite modern, but I thought it was beautiful and it fits in with this little cottage very well. I love the bright colour, and I'm going for sort of more bright primary colours in the living room, just to sort of lift the darker room, and I just thought that was perfect. So I've cut a few little flowers from our garden and popped it in there with a little bit of water, and it just really lifts that sort of corridor space that it's in at the moment, and I love it, really love it. And then I found these. They were priced separately, so I've got this one and this one. I've taken the price sticker off the second one. They were £3.30 each, and that's probably a bit more than I would normally spend, but I just loved them and I thought I could sell them as a pair. And just doing a very quick bit of research on them, I think that I will definitely comfortably make a profit on the pair. They're made by Honiton, which was a pottery in Devon. I've had a mantle vase from Honiton before, and that sold really quickly. It was the same colour green. So I'm thinking that originally these might have been flower bowls. So you would have put a frog in the centre and used it as a flower bowl. but they could also be used as tea light holders. So I'll use both those keywords when I list. And yeah, I just love that. And I did a very quick research. I couldn't find that many sold or listed, so I don't think they're a very common item, to be honest. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased with those, and I think that my £6.60 is quite safe there. So I'm really pleased with everything that I found today. I think we did pretty well. You know, Nick found quite a few things as well. So thank you as always for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this little video and a little wander around Dereham with us. If there's anywhere in the surrounding areas or somewhere near us in Norfolk that you can recommend, or you think the charity shops are really good there, then let me know, because we'll have a little visit one weekend and do another video for you. So yeah, let me know in the comments. But until the next time, I shall say goodbye. Take care everyone. Bye.